That's right.
Good morning. Today is Monday, the 23rd of December. Can everyone stop looking at me? Why is everyone looking at
Well,
me?
who are we supposed to look at?
Just look at the reef.
Reef? That's weird for the camera, though.
Do you feel different?
No, it's just everyone's looking at me.
Do you
Please
feel
don't
the
look at me.
pressure?
Where are we going to look?
Well, today is December the 23rd, Monday morning, and we have a very special episode for you today. And we'll get started if Christine stops looking at me. And today we have our staff episode in which all of our staff members are answering questions by Pastor Eugene, I think. I think that's on the program today.
Yeah, why'd you want to do an episode like this?
I personally didn't want to do this, actually. I think it was an idea that was made by Brian.
Maybe Brian. Always causing problems.
He always wants to show his face because he thinks he's so handsome.
No, I'm very camera shy. My heart is pounding right now.
There's nobody here.
Yeah, just us in this room. Yeah.
Us. Imagine,
Apple Watch, my heart rate would be like 120 right now.
imagine this is a meeting. And today we'll be answering questions by Pastor Eugene. This is supposed to be festive. No, it will be festive. This eve of Christmas Eve morning.
That's good.
Do people work on the 23rd?
Sure.
Depends what you do for work.
So as you're driving into work, depends on where you work. If you're driving into work, we hope that this is a merry, merry morning to you all. You are listening to the Dear Church podcast.
In excelsis Deo, Gloria. In excelsis Deo.
Welcome to the Dear Church podcast, where we exist to fill your ears and your minds with the study of God to see the world as disciples of Christ. My name is Sam Bing, and we have with us the entire staff. It's a lot of people, so I don't remember everyone's names.
We could go around introducing ourselves.
Hello, everyone. This is Brian.
Pastor Eugene calls me Junsuki BB, which on his phone corrects to Suzuki.
I'm Christine.
I already said mine, I think, first.
Yeah. Well, I'm Paul. Pastor Paul.
No, Pastor Paul.
Sure. That's all. Yeah, I thought we could do this podcast where everyone gets to listen from you guys because everyone listens to me all the time. All right, let's start with riddles.
What? Wait, what? Like, what does that mean?
Is this like a game show? Like we have to answer it first?
No. I'll just go around. What do you call a deer with no eyes?
No idea.
What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs?
No eye gear legs.
What? What does that even mean? No eye deer legs?
All right, someone else.
No eye deer. No eye leg deer. No eye leg deer. No
I
eye
think
leg deer.
everyone knows except people here. I bet everyone listening knows.
Wait, if a deer has no eyes and no legs, it's just dead.
Venison.
Is that what it is?
No. Still no idea.
Good meal.
No, still no. Oh yeah, because it still doesn't have eyes.
Okay. No, it's still because it can't move because it has no legs.
Yeah. There you go.
Feels kind of cruel.
All right. What does a snowman eat for breakfast?
Frosted Flakes.
Yes.
Oh wow,
That's so good.
that's so good, Brian.
Thank you.
right,
Yeah, I needed that one.
What's the difference between toilet paper and wallpaper? Sam can
Don't
answer.
answer this literally.
Well, one, you wipe. No, I don't know. Final answer. I don't know.
Yeah, it's gross.
The answer is it's gross.
It's gross that you don't know the difference.
He got you.
Oh, is that the?
No.
Oh.
No. Okay. Here's some riddles. Let's see who can answer. I think Pastor Paul will get them.
He's a Riddler. Yeah.
Nah.
I have no life, but I can die. What am I?
life, but I can die. Do you know the answer, Pastor Paul?
Pastor Paul went to a really good school.
All right.
I don't know.
It's like water or something, right? Or like ice or something.
No. The answer is a battery. Okay. So this is the kind of flow, okay?
Wait, battery doesn't have a life? Like battery life.
If there's no battery life, it's dead.
Oh.
Never mind. This is going very poorly.
You have to cut this out. It's painful.
None of this.
Who has the cutest mind?
The cutest mind?
Acute. Just nuts. It's okay.
I feel like your vocabulary is not used today.
Can I give you a really hard one that
Yep,
we might
I
not even
love-
use?
yeah,
All
I
right, let
love
me go
riddles.
give you one more easy one to jog up your brains. What can you hold in your right hand but never in your left?
Your right thumb. No, I could do this. Never mind.
Your left hand.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again. Say that one more time. Your left hand. Why can't you?
Huh?
I just held
What
it.
can you hold in your right,
right
hand,
hand?
but never in your left?
You can't. Yeah.
All right. The more you take away, the bigger it gets. What am I?
Oh, space. Emptiness.
Yeah. Oh.
Whoa, you have a cute mind.
It's like extra
You're
cute.
so
today.
cute.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the fun ones. All right. Would you rather always have to sing when you talk or dance when you walk?
We know Brian's answer.
Yeah. No, that's pretty tiring though.
I'd rather dance when I walk.
Really? You normally sing when you talk anyway.
No, but it's annoying. I feel like if someone's talking all the time and
No, but if
their
you're-
talking is
You don't think
singing,
the dancing would be annoying
Dancing, they're
either?
a distraction
no,
to
but
everyone.
at least I could like walk on my own and not distract other people. If
Imagine
I'm by
you're going on
myself.
stage for praise team. You got to dance
You
up
gotta
there?
dance
But you have to go to the bathroom
wouldn't
during
mind.
service.
during solemn assembly.
I think she would do a very
time of
subtle,
reverence.
like, shuffle on the stage.
Like what Adeline does when she eats good food.
Yeah, she dances.
Are you good at singing when you choose the singing one?
It's just your own voice.
Oh, then I don't
That's
want
tough,
that
yeah.
one.
Dance.
You'd rather dance too.
I would probably
Yeah.
sing very quietly though.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I'll
But
just
no
sing
one can
quietly.
hear you
All right. How about
preaching in song.
for Pastor Paul? Would you rather preach an entire sermon without any notes
Oh,
or lead the songs without any preparation?
Sermon without notes.
Wow.
Always prepared.
He's always prepared.
Music
Anybody
would
else?
be a nightmare.
I would probably lead songs without prep.
yeah, I'll do songs without prep.
Yep.
I'll just make it up as I go.
I think I would give a message.
I'll be like, this is the new Getty song, everybody. You don't know? That's what I would
Persistence.
probably say.
How about would you rather oversee 100 baptisms in one service
Oh my goodness.
or preach to a stadium of 10,000 people?
Oh, preach.
You would preach? Quick.
I think I would preach.
I'll do that right
I'll
now.
preach.
Doesn't apply to me, so
Yo.
I would preach.
No, 10,000 women.
women and children,
Yeah.
probably
I
10,000.
don't think I'll have the stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would preach.
Yeah, dang, I'm the only one that would do baptisms.
100 is, how do you even, where does the water come from?
Is there 100 father's prayers that precede the baptism?
Probably have to skip
That's a
that.
long, yeah.
Till your
a
hands
long
become
service.
pruned.
100 baptisms.
Yeah.
All right, would you rather have the power to fly but you can only fly at 2 miles per hour, or run at 100 miles per hour, but you could only run in circles?
Oh,
I'll fly.
Fly.
100%.
You know what you could do with a 100 mile per hour run, even if it's just in circles?
Start
Create
a tornado,
electricity.
probably. Or
Tornado.
You know what you could do if you could fly at 2 miles per hour?
Nothing.
Probably get shot down.
But I want to fly.
Like a drone.
No, but it's just for like a better view.
Actually, I don't think it's physically possible to fly that slow.
It's basically floating.
Yeah.
It's physically impossible to fly, Pastor Paul.
Wow. Pascal's thinking through all of this.
That's so
All right,
funny.
last one. Would you rather have $50 million
Oh yeah, that one.
USD?
That one
It's
right now.
untraceable.
Yeah.
No one could ever know.
I'll do that
it
right
doesn't
now.
do anything to the economy.
Hey.
You just have $50 million.
Yes.
Okay?
That one.
Or you have a horse of invincibility.
Force of invincibility.
This horse is invincible.
What am I doing with this horse?
Here's the kicker. If you are on the horse, you are also invincible.
Oh, probably 50 million right now.
Are we living 2024?
I'll take the horse.
I'm gonna sit on this
2024.
horse all day.
I'll take
You don't even know how
You
to
could
ride
sell
a
that horse for more than $50 million.
Oh yeah. That would
And
be
someone else is
worth.
invincible. What if it gets into the wrong hands?
Oh, too much
I
responsibility.
don't think Jimson will care.
Yeah, it might fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah.
I'll take the horse.
Did you say fung? What? He said it might fung into the wrong. Right? You did, right?
Wait, no, is that why you working?
What is going on? I was gonna give you some hard riddles, but no one here is a Bilbo. All right. Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah? I'll give you a really hard one. Okay. There are two doors. And one leads to heaven, one leads to hell. You can't tell which one though. You know, it's identical, same color. Everything about the door looks exactly the same. But you have to pick a door. So you either go to heaven or hell. You can only pick it once, okay? And then there are two beings next to the door. One's an angel, one's a demon. Okay? And you can ask one of the beings one question. But the angel always tells the truth and the demon always lies. What's the question you would ask to whom?
I've heard this before. Me too. I don't remember though.
I remember hearing it at a mission trip and I got it and people were like, wow. I was like, it's not that hard. I think you guys could figure it out. Actually, let's make it a little tougher.
Wait, it's tough
You
right now.
don't know which one's an angel or demon because they look exactly the same too.
Oh. I thought that was the.
Yeah, so everyone looks exactly the same. The doors look the same.
And you can
The
only ask
angel and
one.
demon. You
one
can
of
only
the
ask
two.
one question to one of the beings.
The demon wants you to go to hell.
No, he's going to lie every time.
No,
He's
but
just gonna lie.
Oh. They don't have like a.
Agenda?
Yeah.
The demon just always lies. Angel always tells the truth.
So,
So ask it.
You have to ask, where will the other guy say heaven is?
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Yeah.
good. Dang, Bilbo.
No,
That's your new
Paul gave me the
nickname.
answer just now.
Bilbo
Wait.
Suzuki BB.
Wait, can you explain that? Not for me. But just, I think
So
Christine's a
let's
little
say
confused right
you
now.
ask the angel.
Okay.
What would the other person say?
Because they'll
What
say
would the
the
other person
opposite.
say?
Yeah.
And then you just take the opposite door.
Right.
Because if you ask the devil, what would the angel want me to? Where would the?
He would tell you to go to hell.
Yeah.
And then the other guy would tell you to go to
Hell.
hell. Oh, yeah.
Just-
You
and
get
just
it?
go to the other
You
door.
get it now, right? Okay.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks for that, Sam. Appreciate your thoughtfulness.
All right, let's go to the ministry portion. What's your favorite role here at church? Or what's the favorite part of the role that you play here at church?
Maybe leading small group or family group. Probably enjoy that the most.
I like working with the media team. I think there's a lot of administrative work that goes into even us having service on Sunday. I think just kind of being able to see all the behind the scenes stuff that happens, I think has been a blessing for me.
I like doing book studies with the ladies.
I like working with the Gravitas team, especially because recently we've just been going through a list, being able to pray for the men of our church and just get to know them better.
I really enjoy not hanging out because it's like more than hanging out. Teaching and interacting with the young ones of our church, so our children's and our youth ministry.
You guys are so holy. It's very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. I liked our meat parties. That's part of my role here, right?
Yeah.
For our listeners, we've been having some crazy steak parties. One of our staff members will bring a lot of steak and we'll just eat it all together.
It's just Brian. He brought Wagyu.
Yeah. I think it was Sam's first time having more than
Wagyu.
2% meat or
Yeah,
2%
it was
fat
really,
in his
really
meat.
good.
Was it A5?
It was A5,
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Dang. It was too fatty for all of us except Sam.
It was delicious.
He needed more.
Yeah,
What? More than
He wanted
A5?
more after we were done.
I did.
No,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. So if you have A5 Wagyu, Sam will come to your party.
It depends. Is it a boring party? Then probably not. Is it like mid? Maybe.
Christine will host
Never go there.
a woman's book study with Wagyu.
I would go. Yeah, I did ice cream with Ruth once for Edify, so I'll do that.
It's a trap. It's Ruth, and you're preaching.
Someone asked me if I would do their family retreat of 2 the other day. And I said, where is it? They said, it's at our house. I said, so this is just a sleepover where I sleep in your extra room and I do your devotionals for you. Yeah.
That's great. That's so smart.
Yeah, I said no.
You can't say no. He's a member of our church.
I don't think it was a serious ask. If they emailed me, then I probably would.
I think he was being serious.
Okay, I guess we gotta follow up on that.
No, there really is no follow-up needed.
All right. How about a challenge that you have faced in the ministry that has shaped you the most?
So this year, I had an opportunity where I think it was within like a 3-day span that I had to teach Sunday school to kids, have youth group, and then preach to adults. And I think it was within like a 3-day span that I was assigned to do those things. And I think that's one of the best parts of my job now and the most challenging, being able to preach and teach different audiences of different groups. Because, like I'm like the funniest person around. And so it's hard to think of, not that I only joke, but it's hard to think of like the audience in 3 different age groups when they understand different things, the capacity to understand. And so preaching to 3 different groups has been a challenge, but I have grown a lot from it. And I think it's something that I really, really enjoy and something that I think is pretty awesome.
I think that's to say that you're very excited for 2025, right? Silver Ministry.
So, oh yeah. I mean, I am.
Yeah.
I am.
People
I
are
am.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
They're waiting to hear your jokes and stuff like that. See if it
I don't
hits
know
with
if I'm
that
going to
crowd.
joke. Yeah. I probably won't joke.
I think for me, my first year here at CGS, I did a 9-month internship with Pastor Eugene. I think that was probably the most challenging time because we went through about 20 books together during that 9-month span. And I would meet with Pastor Eugene every week, discuss those books, share my reflections. And I think it's benefited me for the past 7 years in that it kind of prepared me for how I should be studying as someone that's aspiring to be an elder of a church, how I should be reading the word, how I should be ministering to people, things like that. So even though that time was the most trying, I think it has been the most beneficial time in my life for me in my short time in ministry.
I think for me, similar to Sam, any opportunity to preach or teach, I think it's always challenging, and not just in a way of when we have to prepare and do the studying and all that. But then I think one of the things that stands out about the way that our staff preaches and teaches is we always get feedback afterward. So usually if we preach on a Saturday, the Tuesday meeting that we have together afterward, Pastor Eugene and the rest of the staff, they are able to give you feedback on how your sermon went. What are some things you can work on? What are some things that you did well? And I think that is one of the things that has challenged me over the 4 years I've been here, because even before CGS, I had opportunities to preach, but there was never really too much feedback that I got from other people. And so I think just being left to preach without much guidance can be a dangerous thing, especially for a young pastor or a young seminarian. And so being able to be here and get that feedback and criticism is, I think, very beneficial for me.
Can't believe you've been here 4 years.
Yeah.
For me, anytime we have a new project or new something that we're taking on, like the summer school, this year was a 6-week program for the first time, and we had a lot more students from outside of CGS as well. things like that I think are challenging to try to figure out because we're a growing church and we've never done anything like a summer school, for example. So I think learning how to figure out the logistics, but then also keeping in mind the ministry portion, that's challenging. And then probably the other is similar to Chunsuk. I think the first time I ever had to do a teaching for Edify at the Edify retreat, that was probably one of the most stressful times I've ever had in my life.
I didn't say anything like that.
No.
What?
He talked about when he first came. And
Okay.
that was my first assignment when I first came, was to do a teaching for the first Edify
No.
retreat.
No.
I would say for myself, just working through conflicts with people, or when people have conflicts with others, encouraging like true reconciliation. Like we believe in the ministry of reconciliation, yet people just being hesitant about addressing the issue, like doing church discipline with one another. And I think especially when people get to a place of like departing from the church I think those are the things that probably are just really challenging and shepherding through and trying to exhort and encourage and do as much as you can. And so I think those are probably the hardest challenges that stays with you.
You know, this is a sidebar completely separate from the topic you just talked about. Have you ever considered going into sales?
I did do sales right after high school.
I knew it.
I hated it.
Why'd you
Door-to-door
hate it?
sales.
Yeah, it's door to door.
It's so stressful. It's 100% commission.
I think you have something.
No, you have everything. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you threaten people with the BBB.
Do you have a last name?
Was it Cutco knives?
No, it was like some small whole distributor. I mean, I made a lot of money, but it was
See?
so stressful.
You're a good seller. You're a great seller.
Yeah. It's the mannerisms that you get to pick up on.
Also, I thought it was Christine who threatens people with the BBB.
No, it's Pastor Paul.
No, it's Pastor Paul.
But I don't resort to that tactic till like
have, right?
later.
Yeah,
I
it's
brought
like
it up once.
step 6 of his thing. After he yells at them, asking for their last name. No one gives their last name on the phone.
Yeah, they won't. They lie about it too if they.
Really?
They can lie
won't.
about their name.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I didn't realize that.
Anyway, I guess this is in a similar vein. What's the most surprising lesson you've learned or interesting that you've learned in 2024?
So I think you use this example once. It's like Gulliver's Island or something, where like you
Travel?
like
Never
where
said.
if you think you know, it's like the
island
shore
of
gets
knowledge?
bigger. Oh yeah, Gulliver's Island. Yeah.
I don't even know where Gulliver came from. But
Dunning-Kruger. No,
Dunning-Kruger effect.
Dunning-Kruger effect is something else.
Gulliver's Island is like where you are like there and you're like, oh no, like I'm lost and stuff like that. But then you think you know a lot. But then the bigger the island is, the bigger the shores of your unknowing are. And that's that was what Gulliver was in.
Clearly you don't know.
That's it.
That's what you learned? Interesting.
I realized that I mean I went into 2024 knowing that I didn't know that much. And then I'm going into 2025 knowing that I don't know even more because I'm also on Gulliver's Island.
Wait, who wrote Gulliver's Travel?
Huh?
Swift.
Taylor?
Oh my.
Yep, that's mine. Gulliver's Island.
Okay. Well, go ahead.
I would say one of the most impactful lesson that I learned this year as we wrap up 2024 is just God can change people's hearts. I think a lot of things happened this year, but especially there are times when you think certain things are just lost cause, but when God's people come together, pray, God could change people's hard hearts. And I think many of us were amazed by His grace. And I think as a church, we're blessed by God's grace through that.
Actually, if you weren't in ministry, what do you think you'd be doing?
One
we
of
already
two.
talked about Pastor Paul. He's going to be a
Yeah.
salesman for sure.
Yeah.
He would hate his job,
What would you sell?
but he would be a good salesman.
I would never
Teslas?
go into sales.
No,
I was a teacher before, so
No. Sales. You'd be a great salesman. It's the mannerisms. So when you're teaching, I think a teacher just really just wants to get the facts out. A salesman looks at how the person is responding. And so Pastor Paul's mannerisms, I'm gonna blow you up for everyone. If you watch him, he has a head tilt and a nod when he talks to you. And when look at me. So I think
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was
so
nice.
when you do
I'll buy
when,
it.
you, when
Whatever.
you do stuff like that, the other person watching you naturally tilts their head to match your eyes and then starts shaking their head. So whether they know it or not or realize it or not, they're starting to nod along with you. And if your body is nodding in the affirmative, then eventually the mind goes along and see, look at that. See, look what I'm doing. And and you can see who the most gullible person is in the room to see because you watch who's nodding first. And while he was talking, since we have video, the two people that were nodding first was Chunsuk and Christine. The person that was not nodding at all was Brian. And then Sam was just, I think he was thinking about something else. For sure. He was not listening at all. So it's not that he's gullible or not gullible. He's just in a different place. Anyway, stuff like that you don't necessarily teach, but it's like something that you grow up with. But it's the salespeople that eventually become CEOs and very successful people because they're looking at the audience rather than trying to get the information out. Teachers just want to get the information out and they hope their kids learn. So yeah, no, I disagree with you. Sales. And you would have been a very successful salesman. It doesn't matter. He would believe in that product.
dude, it's so stressful when you know you have to kill it and that's the only thing you can bring back home.
You only kill it though.
Yeah, he said he made a lot of money.
You
Yeah, you just
only
gotta kill it.
Yeah.
I cried a lot. It was so stressful. Like an 18-year-old going
Yeah,
out,
that's 'cause
like doing a
you're
door-to-door
18.
sale. Yeah, right after high school,
wow.
before starting college.
That's hard.
Yeah.
If I had to get someone to go out there and start selling stuff, I don't know, maybe Christine too.
But I would say I would want my kids to do that just to learn what it's like to experience like 95% rejection.
Yeah, you gotta know rejection.
Yeah. It's like a math game. You go through the numbers.
What is it, like 8%? So if you're
Maybe.
successful 8%, it's just a matter of quantity. And then you can work on your quality of presentation and stuff, but it's just quantity. Because if you work on quality, it's just what, 8 to 10%. So you're going to raise it to 10%. But if you do quantity, it's a huge difference between 100 and 1,000.
Sam wants to say something.
Why did you cry? I'm just
Like you can imagine as an 18-year-old, you're told to go out and find a town and sell the stuff. So every morning you have to decide on your own where you're going to go.
Where'd you sell
You
it?
have a quota too, right?
No, kind of. I'm sorry?
What'd you sell again?
Depends what they had. Like 2 kids' flashlights to like random things for $10.
Yeah.
Was this in Wisconsin?
No, it's in New Jersey. I grew up in Parsippany. But the place was in Rutherford. That I drove to Rutherford.
wow.
It's like a 14-hour workday.
I like sales. I like selling stuff. I enjoy promoting stuff. Like I'll bring something in just to show it off to people, just to see how many people will buy it afterwards.
That's
Like
true.
in a session meeting.
That's true.
I'll do it. And then people will buy like 4 or 5.
Wow.
And it's a piece of garbage. I know it's a piece of garbage.
But
But
why
I'm
would
going to
you
say, I
do
got
this?
them. I got them. It was too easy. I'm just kidding.
What kind of people would buy them? Random or?
No, you could only solicit businesses.
Oh,
So you can
businesses.
only go into business buildings. So
Now I don't want to nod my head anymore because I don't.
Yeah.
No. What you should do is you got to go to the levels. So when we were talking to our landlord for the first time, It was Pastor Paul, me, I think Jubin and Sung. The four of us went, something like that. When we wanted to
Hoyoung
negotiate.
and Jubin.
Hoyoung went the second time for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so when we went, and he's a classic salesman, and he'd be telling us these stories, but he's not telling us the stories because he really likes the stories. He's like a 60-something-year-old man, and he's telling us his own stories to see our reaction. And I don't know if you remember, he pointed at me like, I can't read you. I like you. But I didn't do anything. I was listening to his stories so that I could respond. So I would listen to his stories like this. And if I needed to respond, I would. But when he would nod and look at you, I would just look at him and I would give one nod, not zero nods. Zero nods is just rude. So if I'm nodding along and you're like this, that's one thing. But if you're like this, then you're an idiot too. Does that make sense? You can't be like the opposite.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to be a Chunseok nodding all the way, and you don't want to be a Brian that doesn't nod at all. You want to do something in the middle.
Me.
I'm giving you the secrets of salesmanship now. Anyway, I mean, obviously we got the contract, so we're in this wonderful building. But it's just one of those things. Like, I think you just need to be yourself. You need to be authentic. You can't be fake. You can't be like, oh, I'm just going to be this really hardened alpha. And it comes out as fake, inauthentic. And then that person, you know, whatever it is not a good customer or a good salesman. You gotta know and know how to finesse. And that's what I'm trying to point out. If you do sales for a long time, you know like the finesses of the art, you know?
I quit after 1 month because they made me train a 30-year-old man. And I'm like, I'm not training no 30-year-old man and spending my day.
Dang, what if he was like you?
No, the guy couldn't sell. It's like an 18-year-old. They're assigning an 18-year-old to train the 30-year-old man.
You were that good.
I was top 5.
Oh,
In the
what did I
nation?
say?
No, that when you go in, you ring when you have the highest sales, and when you sell more, they'll give you a higher commission. But it's just so stressful.
Yeah. Did you go through the ABCs? Always be closing. You guys don't know that one?
I mean, you want to, or else.
I think I would want to do something like event planning.
What?
Something that like requires just like I don't want a corporate job. I don't think I would want a corporate job. I think either event planning or
Like a wedding planner.
or like wedding photography.
What?
Like a gala.
What?
Retreat planning.
Can we pick jobs for everyone?
Yeah.
Wait,
I think that's more
is this
fun.
like
No, because
what
I know how much people spend on weddings, and
Yeah.
I know that wedding photographers and event planners make lots of money.
Yeah, but it's seasonal.
Event
Yeah.
planning is very hard. Like
Yeah,
very
I know.
stressful.
You want to do
I
that?
could do it.
he would be top 5
You'd be tough.
in the nation.
Like you would have no life.
Wait, is this what you would want to do, or is it like if
What do you
you
think
had
you would
not
do?
gone
Wanna
into
do?
ministry?
What would you be doing? Yeah, whatever.
Brian? Yeah.
Chunseok could be decent event planner.
Do you know those guys that flip the signs in front of Brian?
Grand opening?
But you have to be
Like
really into
like the
it.
sign twirlers.
Yeah. Is that Brian?
like the people
No,
wearing
Brian has the body frame and the moves and the athletic ability to be able to be top 5.
You've
Top
never
5.
seen me twirl a sign.
But
But
know
you-
you can.
I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be pretty good.
do you think I would be good? Huh? Do you think I would be
No,
good?
you would be terrible at that.
Yeah, 100% Chunseok would be terrible. I thought he'd be an Olympic lifter if he wasn't in ministry.
Maybe. No, I'm too weak.
You can right now. You can do
375, 385?
1200. Yes.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
Right now he could do 1200. And that means, the 3 lifts, bench, squat, deadlift, he can do that for a combination or a sum of at least 1200 pounds.
Because you benched 385 recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It was higher, no? Was it 385?
Hey.
Yeah, 385 is.
Yeah, he could have been an Olympic lifter, event planner. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that from you.
Yeah, that's very
This is
interesting.
new information.
Yeah, this is new for me too.
I must have planned some event at church. Be like, I think I can do this.
Yeah, I think I can do
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Oh, your
Hey,
hand
Christy,
planner
Very
is
like,
like-
stressful.
What would you do, Pastor Eugene?
What would I do?
Ooh.
I mean, you've done a lot of different things too.
No, yeah. If you look at my resume, which is in the church file, I did everything. Well, I think I did a lot of things. I did event planning too. Yeah, I would coordinate this gala. Is it gala?
I think it's gala.
How come people call it
That's
gala?
what you were saying, GALA, like the apple?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people call it gala. I've always called it gala. I
Yeah, it's
realized
the gala.
Gala.
The Met
Yeah.
Gala.
Gala. Anyway, I did this gala once, and it was with all the leaders of New York City, and that was pretty stressful. It's a very high intensity, high stress job where no one's happy with their seating arrangement, and you have to follow up like a million times to your guests, and you have to fill all the seats because it's it's a fundraiser, charity event. And so each seat costs like $1,000+. So every seat, you have to fill the 200 seats or whatever is in that place. And then people at the event will complain. People before the event will complain. People want the right titles. You have to make sure the nameplates are good. You have to make sure the food is all right. So I go there, taste tested all the food, make sure the invitations are sent. I follow up with all the phone calls. I make sure all the guests are lined up. The event, is going smoothly, and get all my staff ready. So that was one of my jobs. So I did that too. Would I want to do it again? Probably not. But it was a good experience. But I went from doing stuff like that to, trading stocks to selling cell phones. I did a lot of stuff.
I don't know. I think I would either still be in software development or dancing, or both at the same time.
Like, would you be professional tap dancer or like?
I've never tap danced in my life.
You could, though. But you could though.
I think you overestimate my ability to.
But you could though.
To perform in the venues of entertainment. Yeah, I would either be in software dev,
like everyone else in our church.
Yeah, because that's what I was doing before ministry. So I was working at a company called iSims down in, I think, Homedale, New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty far.
One of our members is from there.
Yeah. And so I coded not like the actual software itself, but I would code the stuff that tests the software. So it's called automation. It wasn't really something that I really wanted to do, but it made a living. And so I was content with it. But then on the side, I was part of a dance team. I was part of we would do all these competitions and things like that. And there was a point in which I was actually, studios were asking me to come and teach. And so I was thinking of picking up a part-time job teaching at some of these studios. But then I would go to these studios. They would be like, oh, why don't you do a trial class? Why don't you teach some of the kids? And I would teach a choreography. And then these like seventh grade girls would just do it better than I did. And I would be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But then, I was thinking about finding an agency, trying to do things like that. And so I don't know if I had not gone into ministry, maybe I'll be doing a mix of either software dev or dance.
I probably would have stuck to law or politics. Who knows?
You were a politician.
Not really, but
You ran once for your town council, senator, president, or something.
that's correct.
Yeah. She went door to door, just like
I did
you.
go door to door.
Yeah, and people yelled at her for being Republican.
I'd either be probably a doctor or a CrossFit champion. Probably either one of those two. Maybe both, like Brian said.
You think you could have finished med school?
Well, I didn't even start, so I think I could have started maybe. If I started, maybe I could have finished.
Imagine going to Sam for like a diagnosis.
No.
I don't think you would be a doctor because that one time you sliced his finger
Okay.
and you went to urgent care.
First of
you
all,
said you were white and you were going to throw up.
That's more ER.
You also started pinching Christine while she was throwing up.
I was testing my hypothesis. Didn't work.
But she did throw up, didn't she?
I did.
They sat together or next to each other on a plane. And
On the
she
way
was
to
throwing
Japan
up.
missions,
Like 13 hours.
Yeah. That was a fun time.
Yeah.
of which 10 of those hours you were sleeping. So,
So you should have been concerned for me.
and another hour he was eating. So, it's really only 2 hours. But you were watching TV, so
The worst part was before that flight, I was like, oh, I can't wait that we're going to like talk and be good friends and all this. I slept 10 hours. I just blacked out.
I think Sam would be a really good, if he wasn't here,
I am here right now.
if he wasn't in the ministry, I think
Oh.
he'd be a good spreadsheets, something to do with spreadsheets.
Like Excel?
Yeah.
also don't think so.
No one thinks so.
I've seen this man make spreadsheets. It's pretty rough.
Not great.
Not his
Spreadsheets
forte.
are not-
There's some people here who highly disagree.
Yes.
All right. What's one thing most people don't know about you?
I'm extremely introverted.
That's not a lie.
Yeah, I really am. I love just sitting and just reading by myself.
I hate physical touch.
I think everybody knows that about
Yeah.
you.
Oh.
Yeah. Did I share a fact about myself?
Yeah, you said you're introverted, which is a lie.
It depends. Like from the hours of like 1 a.m. to 7 a.m., I'm very introverted.
Sleep.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm pretty extroverted. I have a soy sensitivity now.
We all know that one.
No, I think everyone
Some
in this
people
room
might not.
knows. Yeah. So whenever I eat soy, my body responds very poorly now.
Yeah, even soy sauce.
Mostly soy sauce.
What's all soy sauce?
Yeah.
What about soy milk?
No, like yo soy, nothing
Yo, soy milk.
for anybody. Like
I could eat French fries for every meal,
no, you can't.
I can.
No, you can't.
We tested this.
We tested this theorem.
and I literally proved myself
No.
correct. I ate the whole thing.
What was the problem? They didn't give us
They
that
didn't
much.
give us a lot
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
for that for
But
just
that's a
that
different thing.
instance.
And then you bought the
No,
T-shirt
yeah, so
too.
what happened was I
You
said
bought the
that
T-shirt
'cause
for that challenge.
We had a large French fries once, and we said, "Christine, you can't eat this," and she said I could. And so we said, "Okay, then we're gonna test it." So we bought a large French fry for her to eat. She ate it, but that day they didn't fill the French fries to the brim. They just kind of filled it a little bit, and then she had bought a T-shirt from that restaurant preemptively, trying to trash talk us when she finished the French fries. But it wasn't even like a full French fry, so it doesn't even count.
So it's not a normal large French fry. It's like a big.
It was more of like a medium fry.
No, it's like a big Chinese food container worth of French. Because when you say large fries, like McDonald's large fries.
Oh, okay,
like,
yeah, at this
Yeah.
establishment, right?
They normally fill the entire bag with French
And
fries.
it
Brown
overloads.
paper bag. They fill that.
Yeah, but they didn't that time, and then she finished it. Then she
I
got
mean,
all
not
like,
that it's a good thing, but I can is what I'm saying.
Doubt it.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having it for every meal. I could do that if I wanted to.
Just by itself.
anybody could do that.
Oh,
No, I
guess
don't think
that's
anybody
true.
could do that. I don't think you could do that.
You definitely wouldn't do it.
Well, no, if someone was like, "Hey, I bet you can't do it," then
If there was one person that could eat dessert for every meal, who would it be?
You.
You.
yeah, I think so.
See?
Yeah.
Then she's saying that's for her for French fries. What excites you most about where God is leading our church in 2025?
We got new chairs. So for our church to continue to grow and fill those chairs, I think it's pretty exciting. We also have a lot of things coming up this year that we haven't had in the previous years. There's a silver ministry happening.
I am very excited about
There's
that.
summer school continuing on.
Yep.
And yeah, I think 2025 is going to be fun.
Similarly, I think we're growing a lot physically and spiritually, but it's cool to see the growth, even from inside out, with a lot of newborns and children growing up. So that's been very cool to see, especially as they're growing and understanding the importance of faith and being involved in the church. Seeing them grow up with each other has been really fun.
I'm very excited for our retreat next year where Virgil Walker and Daryl Harrison will be coming to join us. I think it's the first time we've had two retreat speakers. And so I know a lot of our members are listeners to the Just Thinking podcast. So I think it's going to be a really great time. I mean, Virgil's come a bunch of times. He came for our men's retreat. He came for our all-church retreat last year. And so it's great to have him back again. And then we get to have Daryl with him this time too.
I'm excited to see Brian and Sam begin to preach on Sundays. I think that would be quite a treat, and so that'll be fun.
Oh, it's just me now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm very excited for. I mean, Shinzo kind of stole mine. I'm really excited for Silver Ministry. I'm really excited to see what that will be like. I think it's definitely a need that we have in our church, and I'm really excited to. I think because I get to serve the children's and youth, it's exciting to see them grow every year. We've had kids come in at 6th grade, and not really know what taking notes was, and really having a hard time with the sermon, and then a year later they can recite all 3 points of the sermon, and they know. I don't want to say better than adults, but maybe honestly they're like really paying attention and they're locked in, as they say, and so it's really exciting to see that kind of stuff and see that kind of growth. And I know that oftentimes people say that you don't see the fruit of young people's ministry, but we have been seeing it at our church, and so that's something that's really been exciting for me.
If you could give one piece of advice to our listeners, what would it be?
I would say learn to enjoy God daily. Just enjoy each day. Something that I think I would encourage people.
I'd probably just say be sober-minded and alert. I think that's something I learned this past year, or was reminded, it's really important to do that, especially with everything that's going on in the world, just to not be blind to it or oblivious.
I'll probably say, on a similar note, to be disciplined in the word, just because I know we have a lot of people who aren't married yet and then are looking to get married, or even those who are married and looking to have kids. I think discipline definitely becomes harder as the life stages go by. And so if you have the time now, continue to read the word and continue to have a daily devotion. And, when difficult times come, that is something that you can fall back on. Because you've already have it ingrained into your routine and schedule.
For me, it's you're not the main character. I think so many people in our age today live so individualistically, but for them to understand that there is a greater purpose to why this world exists, it doesn't revolve around you. It revolves around Jesus Christ.
I think my advice, if I would give any, is please continue to listen. I think I get very encouraged and surprised when a lot of people come up to, I guess, Pastor Eugene, you and myself, and they say, "Oh, we listened to the podcast," and I get very surprised and encouraged by that. And so we have a lot of good topics for this upcoming year. So I would just encourage you to continue to listen. I had a friend actually DM me. He lives in Korea, and he was like, "Hey." He wrote an article for Al Jazeera. I was like, what the? I was like, dude, that's crazy. And he's like, oh, I listened to your podcast. And he's like, oh, I thought, right when I thought that someone should be talking about this, I saw on your story that you guys did talk about it. And so I listened to it. And so that was really, really encouraging, because we do really prepare prayerfully for these episodes. And so it's kind of encouraging to see that people are listening and learning. And so my advice would be to keep on listening. We got a lot of good stuff coming your way.
Okay. Let's go to lightning round.
What's that?
Like quick fire questions and
Okay.
answers. All right. Real Christmas tree or fake?
Real.
Oh,
Fake.
no.
Fake.
Fake with lights.
I
Wait,
don't.
what'd you say?
Fake.
Oh, you're the only one that's real.
I had a traumatic
I said
experience,
fake.
but I feel like I'd go
Wait,
real.
didn't you?
Yeah, you
say
had
that
it.
it was
No,
fake
so-
like 2 weeks ago?
So I had the trauma, but I'd like to get over it.
All right. Hot chocolate or eggnog?
Hot chocolate.
Chocolate
I've never had
Hot chocolate.
eggnog.
with marshmallows.
Eggnog.
Just to be contrarian.
I've never
All
had
right.
it before.
A star or an angel on top of the tree?
Star.
Star.
Wait, no, but this is genuinely what I would. Yeah.
But you guys have a star though at your house.
Yeah, it wasn't my decision. Okay.
All right. You open your family Christmas gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning?
Morning.
Christmas morning.
Morning.
Way before.
Mariah Carey or Bing Crosby?
Who's
Bing
Bing?
Crosby.
Who's Bing?
Yeah, I don't know
Who's that?
who that is.
I guess Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Bing Crosby.
Everybody said Bing.
What does
no
he
one said
do?
Mariah. What the?
What does he sing?
Christmas songs.
Yeah, but which one?
The old timey voice,
Yeah.
male voice that you hear a lot.
Oh, I love Bing.
I too love Bing.
Would you rather be Santa Claus or an elf?
Elf.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Dang.
Really, you hate Santa Claus?
You don't know me.
Elf is like an
I do.
NPC.
No, elves do all the work. Actually, no, Santa has to ride the thing, I guess.
What's the best Christmas gift you've ever received?
Maybe ask it again.
What's the best Christmas gift you've ever received?
Boston Celtics tickets.
Wow, from Angela.
Yeah.
Wow, that was quick.
PS4.
From Phoebe?
I might have just got it for myself. I'm not gonna lie.
Those are pretty good.
Wait, Christine, you didn't say, did you?
No, I think I got a laptop for school.
What?
Before I went to college, and I was very grateful for that. Because, yeah, that was very nice of my parents to do that.
Do you have a funky or weird family tradition in Christmas?
We don't have a funky one, but we get an ornament with our names on it every year.
That's cute.
So we're supposed to do it in like New York City and stuff like that, but we just did it at the mall the other year because, yeah, it's a hassle to go to the city.
All right, if you could invite 3 people from the Bible to your Christmas dinner, who would they be?
What's the vibe though? Like, what's the vibe?
The vibe is your family traditional Christmas.
Probably Mary, Rahab, and Daniel.
What?
Yeah.
Mary, which one?
Mother of Jesus.
Okay. Not Magdalene.
That'd be interesting too, but Mother of
But
Jesus.
why Rahab? Did you lie? That type of thing?
No, just like it would be very interesting to hear her story, I think.
You know her story. It's in the Bible.
That's true, but like the details that were like, or Noah actually, or Sarah be like, "Why'd you laugh?"
But she'll say I didn't.
Say Apostle Paul, Moses, and Joshua. Because Moses couldn't go into the land, but Joshua did. You'd be like, how was it?
You don't think they talked in heaven? You think your house is the place that they're going to discuss that?
No, I want to hear them talking about it, though.
Yeah, I would pick the Apostle Paul, David, and Shamgar.
The first judge? Was he first?
No, he was like the
Othniel.
third, or
Yeah.
Othniel was?
he killed people with the jawbone of a donkey. Something like that.
I would say
Ox goad.
Paul, Abraham, and Job.
Oh, that's a good one.
Job is a good one. I'll probably do Samson. You probably fill the room though. Then I'll probably do David. Then I'll do Samuel.
Mhm.
You could lift with Samson.
What if Samson brings the room down?
That's
That was to kill the Philistine kings.
yeah, Samson, David, Samuel.
If you could eat only one Christmas treat for the entire holiday season, what would it be? You could only eat this one thing.
Ice cream cake. Is that a Christmas treat?
I guess if you decorate it like
Yeah, I'll probably make it a Christmas treat.
okay.
Sugar cookie.
Well, that's pretty good.
I love
The
cookies.
are a
Pillsbury
sugar cookie.
Doughboy one
Yeah.
specifically.
Peppermint mocha from Starbucks.
Oh,
Wow, that's so sweet.
What?
why?
So good. I get it like once a year though.
Interesting.
Maybe we'll get it today. I've never had it before.
It's nice. It's very sweet though.
I probably wouldn't want to, but if I had to, probably the cookie, maybe. But I don't know.
We're gonna ask someone to split it with you.
Yeah.
Probably. Here, Brian, take.
Well, you said cookie too?
The Pillsbury Doughboy ones, though, the holiday edition specifically.
Wow. Cookies all around, except for you. Peppermint mocha
Not an ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake.
and ice cream cake.
Is steak a Christmas food?
If you decorate it.
Put a little ornament on top.
I'll take the steak. Yeah.
Favorite Christmas carol or hymn?
Silent Night.
Joy to the world.
I like the little drummer boy.
Oh, come all you faithful.
Oh, okay. I changed mine.
I think him, probably Joy to the World. Christmas song. You like Silver Bells or something?
It's not all I want for
Is that
Christmas.
by Bing Crosby?
This is spat.
He
over this
definitely has a
mic.
version, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
Bing does. What about the most intriguing book you've read this year?
Defenders of the West.
Wow.
That was very intriguing.
I recently started a book called The Great Gain of Godliness. It's been really good. It's a Puritan paperback. I bought it at Grace Community Church.
Nice. It's not a new book. I think it's an old book. Why Gender Matters by Leonard.
White gender? My goodness.
Why Gender Matters by Leonard Sachs.
Sachs is right.
Yeah. What?
Leonard Sachs is right. PhD and MD.
It's not a Christian, but I think it was a very fair and interesting.
You
book.
read it after I mentioned it? In the
I
deacon
listened
meeting?
to it audio.
What's a hobby or skill that you picked up recently besides photography? Oh, got him. Look at him. I'm just kidding. You can say photography.
He's ready to go.
Yeah. Go, Junza.
I recently got a daily carry knife. It's kind of nice.
A what?
I don't know if that's a hobby,
A daily carry knife.
like a
EDC.
pocket knife.
Oh.
I've been grilling a lot of steaks. I don't know if that's a hobby though. I feel like it's like a necessity.
I started incorporating this thing called rope flow. So it's like a heavy jump rope, and it kind of helps you loosen your spine. I got 2 different ropes, but one of them didn't work out. So, but
Isn't that high impact on your spine?
no, it's very low. You're basically like using rope to basically kind of loosen by moving side to side. Front.
It's not a jump rope.
Yeah, it's not a jump rope.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. Kind of fun.
I've been making butter.
You actually did it?
I've made a couple bars now.
Wait, how do you make it?
Wow.
It's very easy.
It's
you
very
just
easy,
take heavy
apparently.
cream and you just put it in a stand mixer, or you could use a hand mixer and you just keep whipping it.
Do you
until it
save the
becomes butter.
buttermilk?
I do. We used it for bread once.
Buttermilk.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not bread. We used it for mashed potatoes.
Very cool. Is it organic? The heavy cream?
I use one that comes from a New York farm that you can get at Whole Foods. It actually makes a difference in the taste.
Is
That
it
and
better
the wreath
than-
making.
Is it better than Kerrygold?
I like it better because Kerrygold is really good, but it's still like processed.
Recently, I have been shooting.
Guns.
Yeah. So I got into that very, very recently. I'm not a good shooter though. So it's not like a hobby that I'm good at. So it's not a skill. But it is fun. And hoping to do it more in the new year.
I tried Audible this year and I realized I don't like it, so I canceled it.
It's pretty
Yeah.
expensive, I think.
I don't know. I just don't know how you can listen to books. It's pretty boring. I'd rather read it. And you could do it in like half the time. Maybe more.
He talks about Audible all the time to me.
And it's because of him I got into it.
You can only listen to certain books.
So
Not all.
I tried fiction. I tried nonfiction. Fiction is rougher. Nonfiction, you just space out after a while. Like if you're driving and then you listen to Audible, you're just like, what did I just listen to? Yeah. Podcasts are an easier form to listen to when you're driving. But yeah, that's one hobby I tried. Is that a hobby? Activity? Yeah, didn't work out.
Thank you, Pastor Eugene, for that. I hope you had a great Monday morning joining us as the staff of CGS to have a little bit of a festive episode talking about our personal lives and our hopes and dreams. And us looking forward to the new year. We thank you for listening to this episode of the Dear Church podcast. Join us next week as we talk about a quick update to our podcast schedule. We actually will be releasing our next episode on January the 6th. So please enjoy your Christmas, enjoy Christmas week, enjoy your New Year's, and we will see you on January 6th.